What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to some more Elden Ring. Last time when we were playing, we were running around the roundtable hold and just talking to some NPCs, but we still have some conversations left to go over, so we're going to go have those missing conversations, and we're going to go talk to Sorcerer
Ah,
Roger,
we meet again after all. I apologize for any offense given
and
by
then we'll
my
go talk
bearing,
to
but
Gideon.
I'm quite unable to move, you see. So, what do you need?
This guy's got bugs crawling all on him.
Ah, you defeated Godric and claimed yourself a great rune. Looks like we both got what we wanted out of Stormvale, didn't we? Well done, friend. Something to mark the occasion. Go on, take it.
Ooh, very nice.
As you might have guessed, I still can't move. My fighting days are behind me. No need to be polite. I've no use for it anymore. The misshapen corpse under Stormvale. That is a sacred relic of the Black Knives plot, as that famed night of assassination is known. It happened during the golden age of the Erdtree, long before the shattering of the Elden Ring. Someone stole a fragment of the Rune of Death from Malekith, the Black Blade, and on a bitter night, murdered Godwyn the Golden. That was the first recorded death of a demigod in all history, and it became the catalyst. Soon, the Elden Ring was smashed, and thus sprang forth the war known as the Shattering. I once wished to become a scholar, you see. I've spent many an hour scouring the archives for knowledge of that fateful plot. The world has grown crooked, and if you intend to put it to rights, you'd better understand what happened to make it this way. And that thing is to blame for the shape I'm in now. I urge the utmost caution. Don't disturb the corpse more than necessary. Ah, so you've met Dee. Dee is an old friend. We found ourselves journeying together for a time, bound by our exploration of death. But our paths have since diverged, never again to cross. Though that's hardly an uncommon fate for two friends. Dee was telling me that he discovered the mark of the centipede. The centipede is an ancient symbol of the curse mark. As long as whoever finds and uses it is not nefarious by nature, then we may be able to form an alliance. If only I could speak to them in person, and if they were like you, all the better.
Okay. Now we're done with all of his long-winded conversation. Um, Basically, the corpse that he was talking about was that basically misshapen face that we saw on the floor after we fought the Erdtree beast.
Ah, hello there. What can I do for you? Are you acquainted with a man named Roger? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside, breaks them.
Be sure to tell me if she's a servant to my... She's been my... I've lost count of them, honestly.
Yep. And now Gideon's door is closed. He does not want to talk to us.
You again. I thought you'd
And that's
receive a
because
summons to
she's
the round
here.
Table. Nefeli Lou. We met at Stormvale. I'm glad to see you here. I have something for you. I found it in Godric's grafting grounds. You were the one to defeat him, I would hazard. Make good use of it.
I
don't
sure
intend to
was.
make a habit of scavenging corpses.
The Arsenal Charm.
Ah, yes. I wonder if you've met my foster father. He's in his study. The room Encher's guarding just over there. If you haven't already, I advise you introduce yourself. Father is leader of the Round Table. I'm sure talking to him will be worth your while.
So her half-father, or stepfather, or whatever the hell you want to call him, is Gideon. How many of these do we have? We have 3 on hand right now. We're sitting good. Kind of want to change my look, but that one doesn't have a cape. And even though the rule is no capes, but I kind of want a cape. We will pick up one of those, so just so we can have one on hand. We're going to start finding those at the lakes once we start running around. Cool. Now let's go talk to the fingers.
Are you that new tarnished?
Sure am, the new kid on the block.
I am Enya the Finger Reader. I interpret the words of the fingers, envoys to the greater will. Look there. The fingers tremble to welcome you, Shardbearer. Let their wisdom wash over you.
Great Elden Ring, root of the Golden Order, anchor of all lands, giver of grace, wellspring of all joy. Until it was shattered, the tragic corruption of the Order has taken its toll. Across the realm, life lies in ruin, fallen to pieces. Foul curses and misery spread, unabating. But the greater will has not abandoned the realm, nor the life that inhabits it. So it is that the tarnished are guided by grace, called to act. Brave tarnished, your great rune is a handsome shard of the Elden Ring. Seek another of its kind, to become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order.
Let the words of the fingers guide you. Well, I see. A remembrance of gold has found its way into your possession. Demigods and even the creator of the champions are hewn by the Erdtree upon their end into remembrances. They are valuable indeed. These remembrances yet house the power of their former masters. And should you wish to wield that same power, well, I will lend you the strength of the fingers. Do not recoil from my offer.
Oh?
The fingers guide us all. And you, tarnished, you are here to take, are you not?
There we go. And now we can use boss souls to get their weapons. Which, this is Godric's, and you can either get the dragon head that he grafted onto him in the fight, or you can get his axe, both of which we don't really need. And I'm not going to use it for my build, so we're going to gobble this on up. Yep. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Quick 20k. Nom, nom, nom. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and put that into Dex. Once we get Dex up to 25, I'm going to get Mind and Intelligence both up to 15. And then we should be good on those for a little bit after that. So now that all that is done, I think if we come back, we might get invaded. No invasion yet. And now, but yeah, now we can go talk to Gideon. So let's go talk to Gideon.
You've received the wisdom of the Two Fingers, have you not? Then, just as promised, I bid you welcome. As a true member of the Round Table, I am known as Gideon Ofnir. As a Tarnished who wishes to stand before the Elden Ring and become Elden Lord, I am accumulating knowledge. To be all-knowing. You now belong to a select group of fellows. As such, I ask that you remain constant. You'll be after more great runes now, eh? Then as your fellow, allow me to divulge a little knowledge. The inheritors of the great runes, the Shard Bearers. We of the Round Table know the location of 5 of them, including the one you defeated. Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. General Radahn.
It's basically our hit list.
To a standstill in the Caelid Wilds. Praetor Rykard, Lord of the Volcano Manor of Mount Gelmir. Morgoth the Grace-Given, Veiled Monarch and Lord of Leyndell. And Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, ruler of Rhea Lucaria's Academy. You'll still be after more great runes, won't you?
Rhea Lucaria is very fun.
So, Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. Despite being the blood of Godfrey, first Elden Lord, he's a grotesque old fool grasping for power.
I'll let these play for you guys.
To Limgrave's northwest, but I suspect you know that well enough already. General Radahn, the famed Red Lion.
They don't take too long anyways.
Stars is a ferocious warrior. He fought Malenia and her rot to a standstill in the Caelid Wilds to Limgrave's east. And now Caelid has been engulfed by the Scarlet Rot. Even approaching the region is no mean feat. I've heard survivors of Radahn's army are still in the wilds, staving off the rot with fire. And if it's true, I suspect Radahn is still there as well, in Caelid. Though, I doubt he much resembles his former self anymore. Praetor Rykard is the Lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erdtree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Rykard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven. Morgoth the Grace-Given is Lord of Leyndell, the capital city. It lies at the foot of the Erdtree, in the east of the Altus Plateau. But the Two Fingers forbid us from venturing there, until we've acquired enough great runes to repair the Elden Ring. Set your sights elsewhere for the time being. The Veiled Monarch can wait. The Academy of Rhea Lucaria lies to Limgrave's north, towering over the mist-laden lands of Liurnia. Renala is queen of the Carian royals, who govern the Academy. But Renala herself is no demigod. Her beloved Radagon left her to become Queen Marika's second husband, taking the title of King Consort. The Great Rune dwells within the amber egg that was Radagon's gift to her.
And once we defeat Renala, that's when we get the ability to respec.
She's my daughter. I took her in when she lost the guidance of grace. Though a mere axe-wielding barbarian, her youthful credulity suited my purposes, so I put her to work. Do not hesitate to employ her. Should her services benefit you, despite her looks, she is more than capable in the press of battle.
Cool. All right. Now we are done with all of our conversations. Still no invasion yet. Okay. Sorry, I'm really trying to get that invasion to happen. So now... Ooh, hang on. Just to be sure. Let me go talk to... Felly.
It's about time I headed. I'll see you again, warrior, should the fates deign it.
There we go. So now she's gonna leave. Let's head on down to Fort Hate real quick. Or Fort Height. I'm sorry. That's how he pronounces it. My grandma spells her name the same, and she pronounces it Hate. Could use some more blood roses anyways, too. Never hurts to have more. Get all the blood roses. Let's go talk to Kenneth.
I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I must begin for a true...
Maybe I need to do something else before I can get him to offer me the ability to suggest Nefeli Lu as the ruler of Limgrave. But anyway, now that Godric is gone, I think I'm probably wrong. I was thinking that there was an item somewhere off to the side, but I'd be wrong. And there be the throne. A big ass throne. You can go either way, it doesn't matter, if I remember correctly. Oh, hang on. I could be wrong. Let's go double check. Alright. Well, it's just this way then. Whee! Are these the Shibriri grapes? Yeah. We'll give those to Grape Girl later. Please take my grapes! My grapes. And here we are. Welcome to Lyria of the Lakes. And this is Grape Girl. We want to give her the Shabriri grapes. And that moves us closer towards the madness ending.
Would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see.
I think that's the ending that she leads you to.
I'm supposed to go next. But when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden. Oh, many thanks to you. Now I can feel the distant light once more. You are most kind indeed. May the blessing of the fingers be upon you. You are most kind. May the blessing...
Cool. There we go. And now we will rest, and she will be gone. And then now next, we can come over here to this church. There's another NPC to talk to in here. As well as a sacred tier.
You're tarnished, aren't you? Then perhaps you could spare some runes. Believe it or not, I studied glintstone sorceries at the Academy of Rea Lucaria. For a small donation, I'd be happy to share my knowledge. Well, bless
10 runes?
bless
Sure, buddy.
You're a true saint.
You can have that
Anyway,
chump
Miss
change.
Tubbs, presuming you're interested, I can teach you sorceries, as promised. Only, none of them are particularly great.
Well, let's see what you got. Glintstone Pebble. Ooh, nah. Glintstone Arc. Now that is actually pretty good. And sure, you know what? We can get Pebble too. Why not?
Apologies, friend. I'm afraid my meager sorceries are no match for your generosity. Oh, right. I can tell you what I know about this place. That should help a bit. You've seen that structure to the north, towering over the water. That's the Academy of Rea Lucaria, where we study glintstone sorceries. Only its doors have been closed for quite some time now. After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital, and the south gate leading here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making entry to the Academy impossible without a glintstone key. And so I'm stuck here. A fledgling sorcerer with little chance of acquiring a key. When they cast the seals, I'd just popped out. And now I'm uprooted from my place of learning. Why not find yourself a glintstone key? Without one,
And this is where
you
we
can't
can
pass
find
through the
out how to
academy,
get inside the
and you'll
academy.
never reach the Erdtree capital. And if you find an extra glintstone key, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know it. I'm a bluntstone. Nary a hint of talent for sorcery. But still, my place is at the Academy. Find yourself without one, you can't, and you'll never reach the Erdtree. You've taken an apprenticeship with Selen. Well, that is something.
If you give him the key and he gets into
The most
Rea
promising
Lucaria,
sorceress in the history of the Academy.
he just
I
ends up
followed her
dying
at
in there.
school. But there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the Academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorcerers, under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things.
Cool. And now we're done talking to him. Now we can go down here. Oh. And we got the Academy Scroll. Now we can take that to Sorcerer Selin and get some more sorceries. But if we come down this way and follow the path, this will take us right to the lakes. Oh. And now all the enemies' uniforms have changed. Because they are no longer the soldiers in Limgrave working under Godric. These are different soldiers now. Gotta watch out for those little glintstone shards that they can throw. The Glintstone Craftsman's Cookbook. Very nice. More smoldering butterflies. Double check. Nothing there. Nothing there. Cool. Now on to the next merchant. Usually most merchants are near a grace. So you can always rest and go shopping if you need to. Very handy.
You're new around. Surprised you found me in my little nook. No matter, no matter. Your money's as good as anyone else's.
That's right.
Why don't you take a look at my wares? Oh, but don't ask me how I got my hands on them, eh?
Let's see what you got. Smithing stones. Kite shield. Stock. Nothing good. I will take some arrows though. That's plenty for now. The astrologer staff is it's not too bad as well, considering that it scales off of strength and not dex as the demigod one does, but basically if you're a strength based and you want to do magic, that's the item you get. Alright, now it's time to go get our map and get ambushed by a couple of pains in the asses. Aw. Give me that map. And now we have our map of Liurnia. And that's only half of it. We still have this whole half of Liurnia that we are missing. So, but one of the things we want to do is we want to get to that cave right up there. Because that is going to get us a lot of good upgrade materials. Let's see. Where is one of the first areas we can get to? Actually, before we do that, let's go see Sorceress selling. Turn in our scroll. And let's also... Oh, wait, no, we can't because we don't have enough stats for Glintstone Blade.
My apprentice. Shall we commence the Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Cool, now she's carrying even more things. So, we've got the Swift Glintstone Shard, which is a very fast casting spell. You can do the Great One, basically Pursuing Stars, Glintstone Arc, which we just got. Super good. She now carries the Glintstone Phalanx and the Carrion Slicer, Scholar Shield, all good stuff. But pretty much the next thing we want is Terra Magica. Once we have Terra Magica, that's going to really round out our build. So what you do is you cast Terra Magica, then you buff your weapon. Really solid damage gains. Yeah. Let's get rid of some stuff that we don't need. Don't need that. Raises vitality. That's not half bad, but not something we really need. That is something very good to have because we might need that later. Which actually we could have used that a little while ago, but that's okay. Because right now we can carry all of our equipment no matter what, but we might need it should we want to change our armor. So we'll see if we need to do that. But other than that, I think we are good. So we're going to wrap things up right about here. And next time, when we come back, we will continue running around the area. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go hit those mines, and we're going to go get some upgrade mats, so that way we can upgrade our weapon and become just a little bit stronger. So with that being said, I will see you all next time with some more Elden Ring.